Despite being the 10th largest holder of oil reserves among African nations, Chad is still among the 10 poorest. Despite winning independence from France over 60 years ago and becoming an oil-producing nation 2 decades ago, Chad still ranks near the bottom of the United Nations Human Development Index. Due to the conflict in Ukraine, import prices have increased sharply, negatively affecting purchasing power and sparking violent anti-government protests. Sierra Leone's economy is constrained by a narrow export base, consisting mainly of base metals, wood, diamonds, and cocoa, as well as poor governance and limited fiscal space. Malawi's economy faces limitations due to its dependence on subsistence farming and a single cash crop, tobacco. Additionally, high levels of public debt discourage private investors, while frequent power outages may hinder business operations. Strategically positioned, with 4 of the 6 countries it borders being landlocked and reliant on it for access to international trade, Mozambique has witnessed an average GDP growth rate of over 7% in the past decade. However, a significant portion of its population continues to live well below the poverty line. A country with 80% of its territory covered by the Sahara Desert and a rapidly growing population largely reliant on small-scale agriculture faces significant challenges from desertification and climate change. Somalia has been plagued by violence and instability for decades. This persistent violence are projected to continue hindering growth, leading to Somalia's classification as the world's poorest nation by 2026. After gaining independence from Belgium in 1960, the Congo has been ruled by decades of oppressive dictatorship, with more than 1,000 minerals and precious metals buried underground. The Democratic Republic of Congo holds enormous potential. The Central African Republic is ruled by a feeble central administration, which gives birth to armed rebels who roam freely and dominate significant portions of the country. The UN reports that South Sudan faces severe food insecurity, which can be attributed to high levels of violence, currency depreciation, repercussions from the war in Ukraine, and supply interruptions. This country faces severe challenges related to access to water, sanitation, and electricity. These issues are as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and the conflict in Ukraine. Now the question is, what did you find common about these poor countries? If you enjoyed the video and found it impactful, do well to leave a thumbs up and subscribe.